This motherfucker keep talking to me crazy. She keep talking to me fucking crazy. I'm crazy. I'm fucking crazy.
No. Wait, what? Oh, so now you want to talk. Okay then, well shit. Cut the mic on.
Them motherfuckers is messy.
You heard that part?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, it's hard for me to get into that shit because them motherfuckers be messy as hell. But I really be watching the fights and shit. That should be funny to me.
Man, we was watching. We was on YouTube. Man, we typed in "Bad Girls Club fight compilation for all seasons, all 17 seasons." That video was like, I want to say like a little bit over an hour. We clicked it thinking like, okay, we probably just gonna watch about good 5-10 minutes of this shit, then probably get tired of it, turn it off.
Right.
Nigga. And it was like no, that was not that one. It was the top 100 is what we was watching.
Right.
So we thought, you know what I'm saying, we were just gonna watch about a good 5-10 minutes of it, then turn that shit off. Nigga, we looked up, we was down there at the top 10.
Damn.
We done fucked around and watched the whole thing. And then the number one fight was crazy because we was like, okay, that number one fight, nigga, we done seen all the good ones now. That number one fight better be the shit. Man, the number one fight came from like season 1 with a chick that was a boxer from Detroit. Then whooped the shit out this white girl on the beach.
Damn.
Nigga, every time that bitch ran up, she got tagged. Pop, pop, pop. Tagged her.
See, I be catching the love and hip hop compilations on fucking Facebook and shit. And so far, like looking at that shit, Mama Diaz be making me fucking laugh, bro. She a fucking clown.
Mama D is crazy as hell. What Mama D say to goddamn, what's Scrap Baby Mama name? The first one.
I don't remember these bitches' names.
His first baby mama. Oh, Erica Dixon. Nigga.
Okay.
Erica Dixon mama said some shit to Mama D, nigga. They done fucking had to goddamn take all the cameras and everything outside. Cause them Mama D went the fuck off. Cause Mama D, that's Scrap Mama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Erica mama she was like, which one is you? A snorter or a shooter, bitch? Talk about which way she do her drugs. Nigga, Mama D got the spazzing. I still remember that shit. I ain't even go back and rewatch. I remember when that shit aired.
The shit that made me laugh was when like some motherfuckers was like, I guess they was remodeling her house or some shit like that. Like they was supposed to do a floor or some shit like that. And they was supposed to have it done at a certain time. And it was looking like them niggas wasn't even about to get that shit finished. And it was looking like some bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I remember when they was just bullshitting around, standing around, she was getting pissed off.
Man, she was talking to Scrap and getting pissed off while talking to that nigga. And the shit that she said that made me laugh so hard was like, nigga, she was like, look at this she was like, look at this bullshit. It's like I let these motherfuckers bend me over and fuck me without no goddamn grease. How the fuck you gonna pimp a pimp?
Mama D is fucking crazy.
In fact, when I seen the video, it was actually Scrappy reacting to the shit.
Oh man,
that nigga was talking about how he was looking at her when she did that shit, and that nigga was like, "Nigga, she crazy." As like when she was saying that shit, I'm just sitting there like, man, she fucking crazy as hell.
Yeah, man. But then, like when you be watching Scrap, it's like, nigga, you don't realize how much of that crazy ass shit you done got from your mama. Cause nigga, even when they was just on the 85 South show recently, and he was on, Mama D wasn't there. They asked about Mama D. He was like, man, she doing her thing, whatever. They're like, yeah, you can't tell Mama D shit. He's like, hell no. But then this nigga Scrap, because Trillville was on there, right?
Yeah.
This nigga Scrap decides to tell a story that was obviously discussed behind the scenes with all of them way back when this shit happened that we'd never talk about this again. This nigga Scrap waits till he gets to the 85 South show to bring this fucking story out about them niggas. This nigga talk about they did a show. And you know what I'm saying? Everything went good. He go back to the tour bus and they got a tour bus full of fat bitches.
Godly.
Try to suck on everybody.
Hey, they need love too, you hear me?
The thing was, one nigga instantly started denying the shit. Man, I wasn't even on there. This, that. The other nigga, the look on his face, you can tell he was the one that told Scrap to shut the fuck up when he came on the tour bus, because that nigga had that same look on his face to the point where Carlos instantly peeped it and started talking like he just started just talking shit. Man, that shit was funny as hell.
Man, that shit silly as hell. But all the motherfuckers is like messy as fuck, dog. Like,
yeah,
like,
that is.
I tried to watch an episode. I can't see myself watching an episode back to back. Like, even sitting down through an entire episode, I don't see myself doing it. It'll take me like a week to get through one episode.
Man, them bitches.
Because like I just don't have the energy and the patience. But watching them videos of them motherfuckers getting into arguments and shit like that, oh, I'm with the shit. So I can sit and watch that shit. Man. I be at work looking at them motherfuckers, nigga, them little 18, 20, and 30-minute compilations and shit.
Man, I get so hooked in the binge watching. It was like, okay, Bad Girls Club season 15 or 16. I sat there dolo and watched every last episode. Them episodes is an hour long.
Right.
Man, it was 12 episodes. So that means I was sitting in front of that TV 12 hours. Locked in. Then, I mean, just within the last 2 weeks, me and Maxine, nigga, we done watch all of season 2 of One More Chance. Every last episode. That's 12 hours gone. Okay. Turned around, watched the whole first season of I Love New York. That's another 12 hours gone. And then we go.
Man, I was thinking about watching that shit.
Dog, because that shit is so fucking funny, dog. Especially the shit that you forget. The scenes that you forget, but as soon as it's about to come up, you just instantly remember. Like, oh shit. Like on the last episode when Chance got into it with Tango. It was like, fuck the banana trees, nigga. Smacking them trees and shit. And he done kicked all that shit on the table on the Tango chest. Because Tango, he had said some shit about the Stallionaires. Then, now, we damn near done with season 2. And we like, shit, we ain't gonna watch the reunion episodes till we finish both seasons. And then we're gonna watch season 1 reunion, then season 2 reunion. But nigga. Okay. We just passed that episode where New York brung Chance and Real on to try to get some dirt on the dudes.
Right.
So after they do their interview shit, you know, Chance and Real, they was doing their thing. Chance was all, you know what I'm saying, in your face, hyperactive type shit. You know how he is. Right. Real, calm, cool, collective. You know what I'm saying? You know how he is.
Right.
So nigga, so they go out with New York whole time, Chance all on her. He on her so tough, Real had to remind New York like, hey, but what about them dudes at the crib though? Like, you still got a house full of niggas that you supposed to be trying to get through this competition while you over here trying to give my brother some coochie.
Hey.
Nigga, so they come back, they drunk, she hanging all on them niggas, this, that. Now the nigga Buddha, he done already left the house because we didn't already pass the episode where he didn't put hands on Taylor Made, that white dude. Because remember, they was on that staircase. And before they got to that staircase, he even threw the drink on him when they was at the table and headbutted
the nigga. Buddha was a big brolic ass nigga, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just threw the drink on him. headbutted him. Dude ran up, told New York, they kicked Buddha off, and then she turned around and brought him back. But when they was on the staircase after he came from when he was trying to make his way up to New York, Buddha caught him on the stairs and told that nigga, no, say that shit you was just saying. They grabbed the nigga by the throat, put him up against the wall. Nigga gave him a good little blow real quick, and then sent him on his way. So they done brought the nigga Buddha back. So she come back with Chance and Real, but you know how Chance is. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Chance, he may be all, you know what I'm saying? He a wild card, but at the same time, he not about to stand for shit.
Right.
So when they come back, they had a little meeting, and you know how New York mama is, full of shit, lying, always trying to get shit started.
Yeah, old stinking ass bitch.
Old stinking ass bitch. So she sat up there and got to hype these niggas up. Buddha like, oh well, I'm about to go holler at him. You know what I'm saying? Why he got all the guys around, so all the guys follow Buddha all the way up to Chance. Buddha like, yeah, you sitting here, you hanging all loner, this, that, trying to get back and all this. He's like, man, you from the last season, this, that, whatever, right? Dog.
Okay.
I'm sitting here watching Chan's face while Buddha is talking, because it's like, all right, I seen this already. I'm trying to peep like little shit I didn't peep the first time I seen it around.
Right.
I noticed Chance, the whole time he talking, Chance staring at him, clean in his face, giving him that look. Nigga, when Buddha stopped talking, Chance was like, okay, and nigga, what you want to do about it? Nigga, left it at that. Nigga had all of them niggas pause for a minute. And Chan's like, yeah, nigga, what you want to do about it? Like, you come over here talking, like, don't walk up on me like that, dog. You don't even know me.
Exactly.
What you want to do about it?
He walked into a situation where it was a nigga that was really with the shits. Nigga didn't give a fuck.
Chance ain't give a fuck. Nigga, so while Chance saying that, that's when you see Real standing right next to him, because you could tell, like, okay, in case something go down, Real stood right here, like, nigga, in case something go down, like, nigga, okay, we banging in this bitch.
Oh yeah, Real already know his next punch.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Chance fire on that nigga, he already know what his follow-up.
He like, look, I already know my brother a wild card. Yeah.
And that's assuming that Real wasn't gonna throw the first punch.
Exactly.
You know how that family shit go, nigga.
Man,
when it's time to bang, a lot of times, nigga, it's like, nigga, you know your people, nigga. You be like, man, I know that nigga about to fire.
You already know.
Me and Keaton been in this situation. I'm in this bitch.
Me and Keaton been in this situation a million times. You already know. Once you get that nigga going, the best thing you could do is stand there while he talking this shit and scan the area. Nigga, get your goddamn briefing together, and you better do it quick, fast, in a hurry, because you got your wild card active right now.
Yeah,
so you don't know when that wild card is about to hit the
room quick. You gotta know what your next move is gonna be after your first move,
and exactly who the fuck is getting more offended than the person he's actually talking to.
Yeah.
So
it's that thing about reading the river,
nigga. So that shit going on. Them niggas wasn't about shit. So Chance was like, okay, I'm accustomed to this reality TV shit. That's when he get to breaking the bottles or throwing the glass on the table. New York in the crowd. Chance, calm down. That's the only name she hollering. Chance, calm down. I said, yeah, man, he be popping the fuck out this motherfucker, man.
Hell yeah. Bro, and she looked like a fucking plate of something. Hey, nigga, New York doesn't look that great now. Like she ain't look good back then.
Well, yeah.
She was always facially defeated.
So Maxine, she pulled up her recent Instagram, and whatever she's doing now, she looks a lot better than how she looked it on the show. Like you can tell she has better makeup artists and hair techs and stuff.
Yeah, but it also looked like she got some plastic surgery done too.
Oh, she
was getting shots in the face.
We watched her on Botched when she came in there with them lopsided titties with no nipples. We seen it. But no, like she did something. She got herself together. So I give her that,
because I follow her on Instagram too. and I was looking because I haven't looked at this chick since she had the I Love New York shit.
Nigga, that's the last time I seen her until Maxine pulled up that Instagram, and I was like, oh yeah, well yeah, she do look better.
And it looked like she's into more calm ventures. Like she ain't on no bullshit where she constantly yelling and snapping off on niggas and shit.
Yep, because that check slowed down. Unless
Yeah.
you can, and you don't have the accolades to get on Housewives or whatever. Look, I mean, no, they wouldn't even take her on Love and Hip Hop just off the simple fact, okay, yeah, you had Flavor Flav, but y'all some old ass motherfuckers, and these Love and Hip Hop motherfuckers is, you catching mid-20s, mid-30s.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, some of the motherfuckers on there is old too.
yeah, but those ones, they don't get a whole lot of storyline going. They kind of focus on the younger crowd because they're going to be the ones more ratchet and more willing to get into it at certain places. Like, you're not about to see Rashida at no event trying to fight nothing because she like, no, I have business ventures outside of this show.
Yep.
Like, if y'all gonna catch some drama, it's gonna be between me and Kurt.
I enjoy the Love and Hip Hop New York bullshit that be popping off. But that's because I like New York niggas. Like I fuck with it with New York culture, nigga. Like when shit be popping off there, nigga, it seemed like some shit really about to go. Like,
See,
and then it's a little badass, little thick ass bitch on there that I was looking at. She a rapper on there,
see,
or one of the rappers.
You know what? It's funny because that's kind of like telling when it comes to like music wise as well. Because
Right.
like, I gravitate towards the Atlanta season. And my second favorite would be like LA, but nothing really happened in LA. It's just that I
My
like
second favorite is Atlanta. My second favorite is Atlanta.
See, and that's what I'm saying. That's telling with the music because like when it comes to the music, the first thing I gravitate to is Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Second is West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Third would be New York. It's the same thing as watching Love and Hip Hop. My first one I'm gonna gravitate to is gonna be the Atlanta one. Not really more.
Mine is the same way too. My
not
first
really
one,
more of that fucking Florida one because it just seemed way too over the top.
Oh yeah, that shit, the one with Trina on it.
Yeah, that was just
I've
like
seen them compilations too. Them shits be funny as fuck.
yeah, I watched the season, so it was just like what I'm saying, I was seeing all like the other shit too, and it was just like way too much acting and forcing the whole little controversial shit.
Oh yeah, see, I ain't watch enough of it. I ain't watched enough of none of that shit to be able to pinpoint shit like that. So like,
yeah, but like if you just watching the fight compilations, then yeah, oh shit, Florida, they're gonna beat out LA just because it wasn't too much of that drama shit in LA because they know how serious shit could get over there. Like, damn these cameras, like nigga, no, you gonna be on some old, we about to shoot this bless me. We gonna shoot this bitch up type shit. Because remember, that's how Black Ink was at first. With the
Ink was my shit. I was watching that a lot.
Yeah, that Black Ink shit, nigga. Caesar had his shit shot up and all that shit.
The most recent shit that I seen with that, and it's probably some old ass shit. Cause again, I ain't watching the shows. I'm watching little
and Black Ink been off the air for a minute too.
Yeah, like it was some. What was? Damn, I done forgot the shit. Then got the drinking. What was the shit? It was a little it was a little chick that I guess she was in a relationship with one of the niggas that was on the show.
You the light skinned chick and the skinny dude. Cause the skinny dude ended up getting beat up by Caesar and the one big dude, and they fucked his back up and shit.
Well, his bitch had a video on Instagram of him fucking or of her fucking another nigga in a bathroom.
Yep. That's the exact couple I'm talking about. What it was she had a dude. The nigga she was fucking in the bathroom was the dude from the show, and they ended up getting together after that.
Yeah, that was some shit. That was the last
can't remember their names either. Maxine, what's their name?
I remember seeing.
Maxine, what's the name of the light-skinned chick that had all them booty surgeries that was fucking with the skinny chick, the skinny dude on Black Ink?
Donna. Yeah, I think her name was
And what's the old
Donna.
boy name?
Because I want to say I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, it was Donna and something. Man, her booty looked so nasty. She went too over the top with it. She had that fucking K. Michelle shit. When K. Michelle was at the maximum. Because, you know, K. Michelle got all that shit took out.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, because she was starting to have those health problems.
I remember seeing a video of her on live where her booty fell out.
Nigga, you know what? Now that we talk about it, we did actually, well, not we, I did act, because Maxine was like, yeah, all right, and went in the other room. I did actually start watching, going back to K. Michelle's reality show too.
Oh, she had her own show.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. That shit was good too.
Yeah, did not even know that.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
On her show is when she started accusing old girl for running them fraud scams on her, and it was Tiny's home girl. So when old girl left K. Michelle's show, she ended up on T.I. and Tiny, and she was kind of pissed that K. Michelle made them accusations and that shit just following her around, and she was like, no, that's not what happened. She was trying to explain her side of the story, saying like she charged a purse or something like that, and it was like basically like I grabbed the wrong card type of shit. If I can remember correctly, because I mean I haven't watched that shit and I don't keep up with that, you know what I'm saying, all that bullshit. Right. But it was something along the lines of that, where it was just like it was a mistake, and K. Michelle looked at it like, you playing with my money, I'm not letting that go.
Right.
I'm gonna look at it like you was stealing from me. But it was just like a purse and some other shit that she bought. But it wasn't even like that. The shit that she bought was cheap either. Like the shit was expensive. Like she spent like 3 racks.
Okay.
But at the end of the day though, if it was like that big of a mistake and like you used the wrong card, why you ain't just get that bitch her money? Like, my bad, look, I grabbed the wrong card, because it was her assistant.
Okay.
So it's like she handling shit like that. Like if K. Michelle sent her to the store, she has a card to K. Michelle account. But my whole thing was, if it was like such a big mistake like that, why you ain't just go, hey, my bad, look, here go the bread right here. I grabbed the wrong card. That I'm sure that would have probably squashed the whole little thing.
This sounds familiar.
I can't remember the bitches' names either.
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
I'm not calling them bitches in disrespect. I'm just calling them bitches because I don't know who them bitches is.
Yeah. Sometimes bitches is bitches and sometimes bitches don't be bitches, but
yeah,
they bitches right now.
bitches ain't always bitches. Hoes ain't always hoes, but it all depends on how you talk.
And we never make the mistake of calling a hoe a bitch.
Hell no. Unless it's a bitch ass hoe.
Exactly.
It's like, man, that little hoe bitch right there, she got a bad attitude and she fucking everybody.
Hey, so look, I want to talk about some old shit right quick. So you remember when Kanye was receiving all that flack for taking all them niggas off Donda?
Man, why you bringing up old shit, Smokey?
Only
yeah.
because, like, nigga, I just seen this shit yesterday. Like,
Go ahead. I'm just talking shit.
so I didn't know that the nigga was on Drink Champs.
Oh, you didn't see the Kanye on Drink Champs? Now the one
I didn't see that shit.
Now the one I didn't watch was I didn't watch part 2 of it, and I didn't watch when Big Sean came on Drink Champs.
Bro, that when what's her name asked that nigga about why he took Soldier off of verse off of the one track,
that shit was hilarious.
Kanye was like, Did you hear the song? He was like,
No, he said, Did you hear that nigga verse?
He was like, no. And he was like, oh.
Right. Cause you know, okay, so look. Now I was keeping up with all of that shit because Kanye had them niggas pissed. And I tried to listen to Donda. I tried to. That's a hard listen. I
ain't heard it.
That's a hard listen. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not Life of Pablo. I tell you that. But it is. He got a couple jams. He can pull you in. But
yeah, I gotta get on Spotify and listen to them Johns.
Yeah, but so when he did that, first Chris Brown was mad. I can understand Chris Brown being mad because as much as I don't like that nigga, he's a talented motherfucker. Like he can sing his ass off.
Why you don't like that nigga?
Cause nigga's a bitch. If I didn't have a bad hip, nigga, I'd square up with that nigga anywhere. But
nigga, we're gonna dive into this shit.
But you know,
because I want to know. Like
my hip is bad, and I'm not gonna put myself in this situation. I already don't like you. The last thing I want you to do is beat me up.
What was the breaking point?
I want to say Rihanna.
Oh, when he slapped her up.
I'm saying, but look, okay, I understand she was beating on you first, nigga, but you can take that shit, man. Shut up. But it actually wasn't Rihanna. It was maybe the 5 to 6 other cases after Rihanna, where now you're just beating on random bitches.
Oh yeah, you smack bitches.
I mean, he smacked bitches, and you know what? But I don't know.
He like, nigga, I don't condone this shit.
I don't know.
Kind of understand, like,
yeah, because it's like, you know, at the same time, like, okay, you smack them bitches, but
I think he a pimp, and niggas don't want to admit it.
And then, like, he had the whole little situation he was going through, whether it was true or not, where no dark-skinned girls could be in his VIP. He tried to clear that up. Then he had the whole thing.
He's a light-skinned nigga. I would kind of expect that.
And then, you know, it was the whole thing of, you know, he got into it with Migos, and no, not Migos. He decides he don't want to fight no real niggas, but he want to jump on fucking what's the ocean nigga name?
Real niggas.
What's the ocean nigga name?
The ocean nigga.
It ain't Billy Frank Ocean.
Oh, that nigga?
Yeah, but you know what? I kind of understand.
Frank could probably beat that nigga ass though.
He did, and I kind of understand why. But at the same time, you ain't have to, because you was the aggressor in that situation, because Frank Ocean just so happened to park in your parking spot, and then you was running your mouth, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, he was getting right back at you too. But he probably hit you with one of them little sissy moves where it kind of got under your skin, and he was like, man, I slap bitches. Bop.
Yeah. So, I think Frank Ocean probably beat his ass for real.
But at the same time, when you get into it with like niggas like the Migos and shit, like Offset, you try to go overly tough.
Yeah, so of course, because he's scared.
So that kind of, you know what I'm saying, that kind of got with me. And then you get into it with Drake because he goes out on a date with Rihanna. nigga, she don't want shit to do with you. And then, like, you try to get overly tough with Drake. It seemed like at that time you was kind of clout chasing, but it was like at that time your music wasn't hitting like that. Even it don't matter how talented you is, if you don't have that right recipe in that pot, that gumbo is gonna be ass.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, I mean, I don't really fault him. Maybe it's a love-hate thing. Maybe it's the same thing as it is with Kobe.
I don't know.
Because if he come out with an album as good as, hey, tell this girl haven't seen before, however the fuck you sing that shit.
Oh, that yo shit. That shit was. That was back when he had a real bad list.
And the nigga that was my shit.
That nigga couldn't say S words, nigga.
That was that album was my shit. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing about Chris Brown on that. And then
my shit from that nigga was when he linked up with Tiger, when he first linked up with Tiger.
They had some shit popping. Like, he make hits. He make good music. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it's most definitely.
All of it is not good. But that has nothing to do with why I square with that nigga. First off, nigga, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't like the nigga, man. I'm entitled to that opinion. But
I hear that.
But if I break through the industry, I'm not gonna dick ride you. But no, I will be like, yeah, no, nigga, come on the show, nigga, because you do have shit that I'm a fan of. And I want to tell you to your face, like, nigga, I really don't fuck with you like that. Respectfully, as disrespectful as possible.
I just want to ask him what was the first punch that he threw when he got the beating Rihanna ass.
What I would want to ask him is, fuck, I was just laughing at that TikTok the other day. I sent it to you. When he was talking about he had straight A's. Like, what the fuck was going through? You know what? That's a story for another time.
Right.
But I mean, it's just like Flow Rider. It's just like Flow Rider. I can't really tell you why I don't like the nigga. I just don't fuck with him. Flow Rider it has nothing to do with his personality at all, because Flow Rider is not in the media. But that fucking song gives me a goddamn headache, and I can't stand it. I don't want to see no apple bottom jeans, no boots with the furs, nigga. You rapping about the shit you wear, you little fucking big ass bitch ass nigga.
Jesus.
We going back to the first episode called Fuck Flow Rider. That is not what I mean by that.
I respect his music.
Nigga,
I don't like all of it. I don't like all of it.
He has the exact amount of hits as Rich Boy.
Rich Boy was dope though.
Rich Boy was dope as shit, nigga. I wish some of his underground shit that I heard would have blew. But all he had really that went nationwide was throw some D's on it.
Yeah, Rich Boy was dope.
But the thing about Rich Boy, he couldn't pull out I would call it the Montel Jordan effect.
Montel Jordan?
Yes. Where you have this one hit that will keep you paid the rest of your fucking life. That is a timeless classic. If anybody hear the name Montel Jordan.
Yeah, you're right. This is how we do it is gonna get fucking played.
It don't matter what race you is. It don't matter if you looking at a movie, watching a TV show, or anything. That song, if it fits, it's gonna be in there. That's no different than I just recently watched Bitchin' documentary. The Rick James documentary. Man, that shit was good as hell. That shit was good as hell, because it was talking about how You know what I'm saying? He had his long ass run doing all that shit. Like that nigga Rick James was into some shit.
Yeah, that sound like it was lit.
Oh, it definitely was. And it talked about how he had these just out the blue comebacks. So like when MC Hammer made Hammer Time using the Super Freak sample. At first, Rick James was pissed because he was like, I told them motherfuckers, quit sampling my fucking music. I don't know how many samples he's already had at that point, but however many it was, he was fed up with the shit.
Right.
And then he was like, you know what? Fuck it. He can have that one. They said that MC Hammer Hammer Time made more money than Super Freak did. He actually made more money off MC Hammer's sample than he made off the actual song.
Damn.
And that put him right back into the light.
Damn.
Then, you know, he had to go do he did like 5 years in prison over some shit. Oh, nigga. When they got to showing the fucking pictures, the one bitch who ass he whooped, woo! Nigga, you would have thought that bitch got hit by a Mack truck. Nigga, her motherfucking eyes, nigga, he puffed up both of them bitches. Nigga, her eyes was puffed up, nigga, scratches and all the scrapes, nigga. Woo! Nigga, that shit was wild.
Damn.
He did 5 years in the pokey for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna do some time for that.
And old girl he was married to at the time, you know what I mean? She was trying to have his back on it to the point where she ended up doing a little time too. But the bitch he married at that point in time, nigga was the same age as his daughter.
Damn.
When he brung her to the crib, when they first started fucking around, nigga, his daughter was like, nigga, this bitch is, nigga, we're the same age. We're 17.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Nigga on some crazy shit. So then he gets out, you know what I mean? He get clean. He trying to do shows and all that other stuff, you know what I'm saying? He's still doing his thing. But you know, he didn't have that spark that, you know what I'm saying, that he was accustomed to.
Right.
And Dave Chappelle did his thing. That brought him right back into the light. They said when he died, he had 9 different drugs in his system.
God damn.
I said that nigga was back on that shit.
That nigga was partying, getting high. That's crazy.
That nigga was on that shit. But you know, in that documentary, man, they was touching on some shit though, man. It was wild. He was a wild boy, man.
Yeah, I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, Rick James was a wild motherfucker, man. That nigga, that Charlie Murphy shit, nigga, that basically was a random Wednesday for him.
Yeah.
That nigga, his daughter was like, shit, this nigga go on binges, on fucking dope binges where she don't see him 3-4 days. She was talking about the one time where she had to go in the room, she's stepping over naked bitches and all this shit laid out on the floor.
That's crazy.
Woke that nigga up. That nigga went to a fucking rage.
Damn.
That shit was wild. And it was like his daughter and son, that his the first ones he had, this nigga was so into the light and so much into partying that it was somebody that, because his son used to go around telling people who his daddy was. even though he wasn't around. He ended up telling this one, this one person that, and somebody he went to school with, that person daddy just so happened to be one of Rick James' security guards. So when Rick James got word of it, he was like, well, where the fuck is they at? Found out where they was at, moved them right on into the crib. Like, you know what I mean? He wanted it, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, okay, no, get my kids on over here, because they was living in the projects and all that shit. But the part that the craziest part about that shit, like through all the crazy shit he was going through behind all of the, the acting out he did and all that shit, the part that stood out to me the most was when they said Motown was starting to just create these robots, and they was a dying company until they gave Rick James the freedom that he'd been searching for. That he was going around all these bands and all this other shit. Yeah, he went to the pen for running away from the military, from going AWOL. Yeah, he ran away from that, shot his ass up to Canada, was doing a bunch of music out there, and he was going under a different name.
Okay.
And the music he made with that band, nigga, that's what they know him as. Like, that shit was classic. Like, that shit went down in history up there. But as soon as he left them motherfuckers, nigga, they instantly fell off. They ain't have a leg to stand on. And the whole way he got linked up with them was he just so happened to be at this little, like, basically it was just like a little hippies type of thing where you got all these people doing all these drugs and all these bands playing and stuff like that. And some motherfuckers a group of motherfuckers came up on them on some racist shit. And the band that just got off stage beat them niggas' asses. Because that band was full of white folks too. Beat their asses. Damn. And he ended up getting in their band. I wish I could remember all the names to drop all the facts, but shit, the name of the documentary is Bitchin'. Go watch that shit. But all that shit was going on. And he was trying to, back then, he was trying to bring something more than just R&B, but it was like a combination between like funk and disco or some shit like that. Like funk and R&B or some shit like that. I forgot what they called that shit. But when Motown let him go ahead and do his thing, they was back in business after that. And the whole reason why Tina Marie even became the person she was is because she was just an intern, and they was like, she talented, she got the voice, she can play piano, you know what I mean? She's musically inclined, but since they was trying to manufacture all of these robotic ass type of singers, they didn't know what to do with her. So when Rick James got, came back to him, because he left him for a while. When he came back to him, they immediately was like, no. He ended up with a tape. Somebody let him hear a tape, and they was riding. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. So he brought his mans to introduce his mans to her. And so Tina Marie and this black girl was walking up. Dude instantly went to the black girl, was like, hey, Tina, it's nice to meet you. He was like, no, that ain't Tina. This Tina right here. And blew that nigga away. And then so, you know what I'm saying? Boom. He gave Tina Marie the sauce. He gave her the sauce. So now they doing their thing. Next thing you know, Rick James did what Rick James do. He got the fucking her ass. No, that shit had her in love with him. Broke her heart too. Since we just convoing, nigga. This a full blown so you want to talk type of deal right here. This nigga, Then goddamn, first off, let me tell you. So she called herself making some yams, right?
Bet.
Because she got a couple big ass sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Fresh ass sweet potatoes. She cut them bitches up like they was apple slices.
Okay.
Yams is supposed to be like square to triangle. You know what I'm saying? Like thick cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cut them like they apple slices. Mistake number one. When I seen it, I laughed. Ha ha ha! You cut them wrong. She put them on the stove, had them boiling, popped them in the water, all that good shit, right?
Right.
Completely forgot about them.
Yeah, them bitches done.
Nigga, I just walked past like, what the fuck is that burning smell? I look at the stove, that bitch is on high. First off, you put way too much heat on that goddamn shit. I just walked over and looked at it. I'm gonna have to scrub the shit out of this pan because that bitch is complete. That water been gone. Whole bottom of that pan look cast iron.
That's too as fuck.
Burnt the living shit.
That's fucking crazy. Nigga,
Yep.
I ain't cooked no shit in forever.
Yep. Yeah, you good.
My seasoning game still out cold though.
Man, I'm telling you, dog. I can't wait to make my next omelet.
Nigga learned how to make an omelet. Now he own them bitches.
Man, I can't wait to
Nigga,
make
I
my
could have
next.
told you that shit.
Nigga, dog, I swear to God, the French fries in that bitch, when you make, if you crisp them French fries up right, that shit hit way harder than the hash browns in that motherfucker.
Mm.
That shit hit way harder because they stay crunchy.
Yeah.
Unless you get your hash browns cooked hard, you're gonna lose that crunch. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have that hash on it.
Hey, look, I'm about to kind of shift gears a little bit because I got to ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this shit. I feel like you're gonna give me a fucked up ass answer too. Like, nigga, what's your top 3 cereals, my nigga?
Oh shit, top 3. I'm definitely gonna go with the s'more cereal because that right there alone, you get the marshmallow, you get the golden grams, and you get the Cocoa Puffs. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that combination right there. But you have to make it yourself, not actually buy the s'more cereal.
No, you gotta give me some shit that you can buy.
Okay, well, if you buy the s'more cereal, it's just as good. It's just that when you make it yourself,
you can create some cold ass shit.
Yeah, like when you make it yourself, it got that little bit more pop because you got that little bit more flavor in the golden graham. You got that little bit more flavor in the Cocoa Puff, and then you got the soft marshmallow. Where when you buy it, you know you got that dried out marshmallow that is actually still really good, but the Cocoa Puff and the golden graham is not as flavor popping as if you was to create it yourself. But yes, the s'more cereal, check that out. That shit is delicious.
Facts.
Of course, Cinnamon Toast Crunch can never go wrong.
Right.
And I mean, it's like a close tie with Honey Smacks, Honey Nut Cheerios, and honeycombs.
Nigga, I knew you was gonna give me some fucked up ass answer. Like, nigga, that nigga said Honey Smacks, honeycombs, and Honey Nut Cheerios.
I mean,
I'm dead.
The key flavor is the honey, though.
Nigga. All right. This nigga and his boring ass taste buds, old man ass.
I mean, but the honey nut frost, the honey frosted flakes is good as fuck too.
Nigga, my top 3: Trix, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I could clean it. Wait, say that again.
Trix, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
See, my thing with Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles is how fast they get soggy.
I don't fuck with Cocoa Pebbles. Only Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, because look, this is what I get Fruity Pebbles though. Fruity Pebbles, the fact that I've ate them, because I refuse to ever rate anything I've never tasted.
Right.
The thing with Fruity Pebbles is that's how I know if McDonald's pop machines is clean. Because when you order a Sprite with no ice from McDonald's, and if it's fresh and crisp, it tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. It tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. See, Maxine thought I was crazy when I first was saying that shit too, until I caught one. Boom, this bitch fresh and clean, tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. She tasted it and was like, it actually do. Now you can it literally tastes just like Fruity Pebbles. And
I've never experienced this.
When you got a fresh, clean fucking pop machine and you get that Sprite with no ice, nigga, that's the tech is exactly like Fruity Pebbles. I do not know why, but you will literally taste that shit.
Nigga, I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years and I've never experienced this.
I've experienced that shit multiple times.
And I used to change the pop on the machine.
Nigga, and I guarantee you, yeah, man, that shit right.
It always tasted, when you change that bitch and it's fresh and you get them first 5 cups out the way, out of that line, that first cup after them 5 gone, it would just taste like an extremely fresh Sprite.
Nigga.
Like fresher than normal.
Yeah, but to me, it hits me and it's like Fruity Pebbles, right? So, that's when I determined that a fresh fountain Sprite. Now, mind you, it's only at McDonald's. Any other place, I don't taste that. It's only at McDonald's. I do not know why. But a fresh McDonald's fountain Sprite tastes better than one in the plastic bottle and one in the can.
Yeah, they usually do.
But if it's not fresh, the bottle one is the best. It tastes better than the can to me. But that's the same thing with Minute Maid Fruit Punch. The fountain one is the worst tasting one.
Oh yeah, that shit horrible.
The one in the plastic bottle is good, but it ain't really hitting like that. But that one in that carton,
nigga, ain't you?
Man, that one in that carton,
that carton joint hit.
That bitch tough, nigga. But Simply, is it Simply? I think it is Simply. I'm gonna have to check my bottles. If it's not Simply, it's Minute Maid. They got these new flavors like Island Punch, something Sunset. Them bitches right there, them motherfuckers are so goddamn good. Them bitches is good.
Nah, I asked you about the cereal shit, and you didn't. This doesn't help me at all. But I asked you because I was on Facebook earlier, and a motherfucker shared some shit talking about top 3 cereals, and niggas have Frosted Flakes in they top 3.
First off, I was done with Frosted Flakes in the 8th grade.
Like,
let me tell you, 1 second, because you about to tell me about Frosted Flakes. I'm gonna tell you why I was completely done with it. I was done with Frosted Flakes in the 8th grade because I sat across from this boy named Matt, and he had a dandruff problem, real bad. White boy named Matt, real bad dandruff problem. I'm eating my Frosted Flakes. I know where you
going with this.
I'm eating my Frosted Flakes out that little ass white container. Boom. This motherfucker got the scratch in his head. I'm watching the dandruff flakes fall out his head into his Frosted Flakes and him eat. And I said, yep.
Gross.
I said, yep, I'm good with that.
He was seasoning them bitches.
I haven't fucked with them bitches since. Cause now it grossed me out that day.
That nigga was hitting his Frosted Flakes with some scalp salt, nigga.
Yeah. Now it grossed me out that day. Now don't get me wrong. It's not like I was just grossed out and I never touched it. Like I tried to go back to it. And every time I seen them Frosted Flakes, because I used to love them bitches dry. Every time I seen them Frosted Flakes, all I could think of is this nigga dandruff. And I was like, I'm good. I can't fuck with him. I'd rather eat King Vitamin.
Hell no.
Hey, King Vitamin, low key. Okay. Wait, no. Finish what you was about to say about Frosted Flakes, and then I got a question for you about cereal.
My thing, like, I don't get how niggas have had Tricks, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cookie Crisp, like all of these different Johns that was dope as hell. And out of all the cereals that you put in your top 3, Frosted Flakes made your list.
You might as well put Kicks in there.
Like, nigga, I fuck with Honey Nut Cheerios before I fuck with Frosted Flakes.
I will fuck with regular Cheerios before I fuck with Frosted Flakes.
Like, nigga, Cheerios had a fucking vanilla flavored one that was good as fuck.
Okay, so look, before we get into that, because you about to go into my next question, and I want you to keep that same energy as I ask you this. All right, You ready?
Right.
What is your top? You can go 3, you can go 5. What is your top underrated cereals?
Underrated? I don't see. That's a hard one. Cause it ain't too many underrated.
Oh, it is. I know what my 3 is.
What is your 3?
So I got Count Dracula. What they didn't call it Count Dracula. What did they call it? Coke. It was like Cocoa Dracula, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, though. The chocolate with the marshmallows in it.
Yeah.
That one.
I forgot what they called them bitches. Yeah.
Apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Okay.
Cause niggas slept on them apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Right.
And shit.
I don't fuck with them, but I hear you.
Because it's underrated. It's underrated. You know what I mean? I feel like it's underrated. And then number 3, shit. Let me tap in and find out which one is the best underrated. Shit. Nigga, like I said, King Vitamin. King Vitamin. They had that.
I never had King Vitamin.
Shit, man, King Vitamin. They had that little yang on the little. But you know, at the same time, that could have been just because that's what I had at the crib, and that was better than the other choices.
I don't know what cereals would be considered underrated.
Well, it's basically one that you like. Oh yeah, that bitch. Oh no, you know what? The fucking it wasn't. It was the French Toast Crunch.
Mm-hmm.
That one. I put that one over King Vitamin.
I didn't fuck with the French Toast Crunch either. I can't think of any underrated cereals though. That's the thing.
But what underrated is like something that you fuck with. But if you ask some niggas about that shit, they'd be like, "Oh, nigga, hell no." Just like how the 3 I just named, you like shit. I know what they is. I don't really fuck with them like.
What's crazy is Tricks is that one.
Yeah, because I don't fuck with Tricks.
I don't Like, nigga, like
Even
when I
after
was
they
having this
changed the
conversation
formula.
with somebody earlier, they was like, man, that's the kids' cereal. I'm like, man, fuck them kids. Like, nigga, ain't nothing greater than ice cold milk and a bowl of tricks, nigga.
Nigga. Oh, and then this the other thing about cereal though. You don't even realize.
Hold on. Unless you consider Captain Crunch an underrated cereal.
Yes, I do.
And when I say Captain Crunch, I'm talking about the regular, not the not the one with the
I already
berries,
knew.
not Oops All Berries, not
Yep,
the one
I
with
already
the berries.
knew. When you said Captain Crunch, nigga, I went straight to Captain Crunch because it's good if that's what's in the crib. That bitch slap hard as fuck. But if you have a choice, you ain't picking that shit up.
Oh, nigga, I picks that shit the fuck up.
See, and that's one of your underrated. So you got Tricks, because even when Tricks changed their formula from where they had all the different shapes to where they just went with the whole little round berry things,
yeah,
still they can't fuck with it.
Yep.
So that's two.
So those are two, and I got Apple Jacks was one that I fucked with.
See, and Apple Jacks, that I will call that. It's popular, but I still say that's underrated because I couldn't. Applejack, like I said, same as Captain Crunch. That bitch hit when you ain't had it in a while, and that's what
I was getting ready to
the fuck at the
say.
crib.
With me, with Apple Jacks, is how you were saying with the Captain Crunch. If I have a choice, I'm not picking up the Apple Jacks.
Nope.
But if it's there, I'll fuck with it and I'll enjoy it. You hear me? Fruit Loops also. Fruit Loops, if I got a choice, I ain't picking up them goddamn Fruit Loops.
Yeah, that's 100%.
But if it's in the crib, I'll fuck with it and I'll enjoy it.
So basically, I kind of worded the question wrong. So it wouldn't be like the way we answered it. It wouldn't be underrated. It would be unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Cause like now, if I would have kept like the King Vitamin and the Kicks, because I fuck with both of them, and the regular Cheerios, now that'd be underrated.
Now here's my number 5. My number 5 is actually Rice Krispies.
Yes, because I will smash a bowl of Rice Krispies. Yeah, if that's what I have to eat. Throw that sugar in that bitch, and that bitch gonna go hard.
I was just about to say, hit it with that sugar, and we in that thing.
Rice Krispies and Frosted Flakes.
Yep.
But nigga, Rice Krispies, they did come out with a dog ass underrated boy, which was the Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
They had a Rice Krispie Treats cereal?
Nigga, I remember as a little nigga, my mama bought that motherfucking Rice Krispie Treat cereal. I say a little nigga, but you know what I'm saying? We old now. So as a little nigga, I'm talking like maybe like 14, 13. I guess that's still considered a little nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, I remember she brung that shit home, right? And she's like, Michi, I got a surprise for you. Damn, I be hitting my kids with that shit nowadays too. But look, she was like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, what? She pulled out that blue box. I'm thinking Rice Krispies. I see treats up under it. Now, what it was Rice Krispie treats, but them bitches was broke down in like some big ass, nice little chunks. Nigga.
Right.
Mind you, that box of cereal got my ass whooped that next day. Because she went grocery shopping, she bought the cereal. Why the next day the box is in the trash?
Damn.
Nigga, ain't nobody else get to sample that first box but me. Nigga, I ate the whole box. First, I hit the bitch with the milk. Nigga, threw another bowl together. Nigga, use the same milk from the last one because it got more sugar in it.
Right.
And that's what I was talking about. You don't realize how cold cereal actually is until that second bowl where you use that same milk.
Yeah.
And it's like the milk not cold no more, but you got that cold taste from that cereal.
Uh-huh.
Nigga, hit that second bowl. Now I'm like, ooh, I'm about to feel this butter because nigga, I'm using butter bowls. I'm not using those little cereal bowl. Nigga, I'm using straight up butter bowl. Nigga, that third one. Nigga, I done drunk that milk now. Oh, I want to taste it. I want to taste it dry. Fucked around, ran through a whole bowl dry. Then made another bowl. Nigga, ignorant. I'm talking about ignorant off of it.
Now, what I had to pull up a quick list of some other cereals. And nigga, another one that was underrated. Well, it was underrated to me, but because it's along the lines of that thing of nigga, if it's in the crib, I'll fuck with it. Lucky Charms.
That's a good ass one. No, it's not underrated. It's unpopular. No, I wouldn't even call it an unpopular opinion because niggas fuck with Lucky Charms heavy.
Yeah. I was getting ready to say, niggas fuck with Lucky Charms heavy.
But they wouldn't put it on their list when it come down to...
Yeah, I wouldn't... like, as far as, like, me, I wouldn't... It's that thing of, nigga, if that's the only thing in the crib, I'ma fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I got, you know what I'm saying, some dope-ass options, nigga, I'm hitting these joints up. Then, the Eggo cereal.
Yes, the waffles.
Yeah.
See, but it's funny because you will fuck with the waffles, but the waffles taste exactly like the goddamn French toast.
Yeah. Now, here's another one that I was thinking about, but I actually thought I was tweaking when I was thinking about it. Like, nigga, remember when Oreos had they cereal?
Nigga, that shit was gross.
You ain't man, that was my shit. I fuck with the Oreo cereal.
I just gotta scrape it a little bit. I did not like that shit. Them black ass little circles with the fucking white flakes on it.
Yeah, that was my shit. I fucked with the Oreo O's.
Oreo. You know what cereal I wanted to fuck with but never did? And now I can't find them on the shelf. Booty-O's.
What?
Booty-O's. That was from Coffee Kingston and them wrestling group.
Hell no. I've never heard of this.
But the thing was, it was a real popular cereal for a while. Like that.
Nigga, what would you say probably was the worst fucking cereal? I'll start Life.
You talking about us, yeah. Aside of Wheats.
Nigga.
Wheat.
Raisin Bran and Life. Oh, no. Hands down worst cereal, Pops. Fucking hated Pops.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the long pause, but this nigga fucked me up with that one. Pops?
Pause is terrible.
Pops? Dog, Pops was my shit. That was damn near because you only asked me 3.
Oh my God.
Nigga,
this nigga
Pops.
like Pops.
Fuck yeah. Now, Wheats. Now, it's a difference between Wheats, Mini Wheats, and Frosted Mini Wheats. The difference is Wheats
is terrible.
You got that big ass instant soggy piece of bread.
Yeah. Mini Wheats is even worse.
It's even worse because now you got a bunch of little pieces of soggy bread. And then Frosted Mini Wheats was, we're going to put a little bit of that Frosted Flake seasoning on top of these Mini Wheats.
Right. and mix them in with regular mini wheats.
And then that
Fucking
whole
dirt ass niggas. Y'all didn't even give us a full bowl of just frosted mini wheats. You had to throw the regular mini wheats up in that bitch with them.
And Jones, I know that Life Cereal probably made your life hell as a child if you was around goofy ass niggas. Because give it to Mikey, he'll eat anything. Fuck
Bro.
Life. Yeah, that's why they was a slogan. Because if you eat Life Cereal, you eat dirt. You eat dirt. You eat dingleberries out of other people's drawers. You lick airport wheelchairs. The same ones New Jersey twerk shits in.
Nigga, when I was younger, Cookie Crisp was fire too. I think we brought them up, but Cookie Crisp was fire too.
Yeah, they changed their formula. It don't taste. It's soggy faster.
But when I was younger, I went to the Kellogg's factory. When I was a kid, like we had a field trip, nigga, and I had a little charm with Toady the Tiger on that bitch. That bitch was hard, all that shit, nigga. But the worst fucking souvenir that they gave us, and I hated the fact that they made us do this. They had us take pictures. Like they took each student's picture. And they gave us a box of Life cereal with your picture on it.
Then you can keep this.
I never opened that box.
What kind of
I think I left that box on a bus.
Nigga, that was the original Black Lives Matter.
Bro.
Look, okay.
I'm like, bro, y'all could at least put this shit on the Frosted Flakes or something like that. Like nigga, give me some shit where like, nigga, I keep this bitch for some years, nigga. Like, this Life, man, fuck this shit. I don't even eat this fucking cereal.
Nigga, what is the worst souvenir you can get a person or that you received? It don't matter what age.
The worst souvenir from just period?
Yeah, like somebody brung it back to you, or you purchased it and you knew it was some bullshit, but you was like, shit, this is all I could grab.
I gotta think on that one.
No, matter of fact, yeah, we'll go with that. Cause a Christmas gift, that's too personal. Motherfucker might see this and be like, damn, nigga, for real?
Like, nah, because regardless, if it's a souvenir period, like, cause like, I feel like the worst souvenir for me to give me is a shirt.
Really?
Yeah, I hate shirts as souvenirs. I can't stand that shit. I'd rather have a shot glass or like something, you know, like that.
That's you in your adult years. I'm talking about as a young
kid.
Really, as a kid?
Even as a kid, I hated fucking shirt. I hated shirts as souvenirs.
I hate it.
And I say that and because my mom and pops, when they went like out of town to certain places, they always got me shirts, and I fucking hated that shit. Because I'm never gonna wear this shirt. I'm never gonna wear this shirt.
I would wear the shirt. I would wear like a shirt and a hat. Okay, I'm cool with that.
Hats is even worse. Yeah, so probably hats would be the worst one.
in the older years. Oh shit. In the older years, I will go with a shot glass will be the best, right?
Right.
Even though I hate fucking shot glasses.
I was getting ready to say, it don't even necessarily have to be a shot glass, but any type of glass, like of something of where you got it from. So it don't necessarily have to be a shot glass. It could be a wine glass, a champagne glass, any type of glass.
See, in my older years, I would rather have the shirt or the hat. Whether I wear it or not, I would rather have that piece of cloth over that glass, because that glass it's going to end up in the garbage.
See, even as an adult and as a kid, my favorite souvenir, the thing that you can always, pretty much always get me, and I will fuck with it, is either a bracelet or a keychain.
That's a good one. Mine's would be, it don't necessarily have to be connected to where you got it from, but like a bobblehead. Something that I can place up and show.
Yeah. Cause to me, the reason why I prefer a keychain over anything. But like even when I went to the Dominican and they had little bracelets that I had bought where like I got that bracelet for myself and I got it for somebody else too. I fucked with that bracelet and like the style of it, how it looked. I still got it actually, but like I fucked with that. And then keychains, like I prefer those because that's something that I'm gonna wear, and you know what I'm saying. I'ma always wear that shit.
So you prefer a souvenir, like, well, aside of a shirt or a hat, you prefer a souvenir that you're gonna use like on a daily basis, where when you see it, like, oh yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
My souvenir is something that I won't use, but I can place up of as, hey, this person got me this. So look, Bull, my brother, he got, I remember this was about shit. Yeah, about 6 years ago. About 5-6 Christmases ago. He got me a joke gift for Christmas, right? That's what he got me. He got me a joke gift for Christmas. He gave me the little speech. I mean, you know what I mean? It was just a joke, whatever. Like before he gave it to me. When I got it, he was actually surprised with how excited I was.
Yeah.
It was that power driver, that little power, basically the Dookie emoji before we had emojis.
And
you know how I still got it, and I still keep it set up.
Yeah.
And he was surprised with how much I actually really truly liked it. Like he probably thought that I was high or drunk and was just like laughing at the joke. But it was like, no, nigga, I actually like this off the simple fact of this is something I can set up and I don't have to touch.
Yeah.
Like, and if
it's some goofy ass shit. Like I would like that shit because it's some goofy ass shit that fit like me, nigga. If I seen the shit, I would buy it for myself.
Yeah. So it's like when it comes to souvenirs, it's like if it's something that I can sit up and I don't have to touch, I don't have to constantly look at it. Oh, it's on my keychain and all of this stuff. Then cool, I rock with that.
And see, that's the other thing about why I like keychains. Like, I wouldn't think to buy myself a keychain. So, like, if I wouldn't do it at all. I didn't even think to buy a keychain when I was over in the Dominican. If I would have thought about it, I would have definitely bought it. But like, if you travel out of town somewhere in like Vegas, anywhere, and you get a keychain that has that city, I'm gonna keep that bitch.
See, like, so you will go for the keychain. Me, myself, I will go for a snow globe. You were supposed to use pink moisturizer.
And
only reason I say I will go for the snow globe is basically because of the reasons we both just explained, you know, our differences. Is because of snow globe, I'll be able to sit that bitch up. It will be like a display.
Right.
Where you with a keychain is like you can use it and you don't really have to do anything to it. And if somebody see it and ask you about it, you could be any possible where and they can ask you about it. With mine is more of you have to be like personal to me to where you will see and then you will ask about it.
Yeah, and like for me, I feel like get me having a keychain, I appreciate that more, and that appreciation is shown because I put it on something that I have with me all the time. I'm never gonna leave my house without my keys.
Right.
Like, if you get me a shirt, I feel like it'd be fucked up if you pull up over my house one day and I just so happen to be cutting the grass and I'm wearing this fucking shirt. like,
I never looked at it that way.
like,
because like,
but,
okay, so my mama's last trip to Vegas, she bought me a hat, right?
Right.
I liked the hat. It was a black hat, said Las Vegas on it, had a little picture of the city, right? It wasn't a snapback, it was Velcro. I've never worn that hat.
Yep.
Maxine,
same thing with the hat that my pops got me from Puerto Rico. I never wore the hat.
Maxine wears the shit out that hat. Cool. So the hat is still being put to use, but if you know how my hat collection goes. You've seen my hat collection. That's not a hat I'm gonna put on my head.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing with me when it comes to hats and shirts. It's not something that I would wear. Like,
yeah. No, as far as a shirt, I would wear basically like you said to do some
unless
bullshit.
it's plain black and white. If it's a plain black and white shirt, then more than likely I'll wear that shit. Or if it got okay.
It all depends on what kind of shirt it
is. If it was like a dope ass shirt, then I'm gonna wear that shirt. Like if it's dope as fuck. Like, but if it's your typical souvenir shirt, then nah, I'm probably not gonna wear that shirt.
Right. So like if it's a say it's a fucking they goes to Minnesota, right? They bring you back a shirt of Goku going into Super Saiyan 4. The one from GT, right? The dog ass Goku shirt.
Yeah. I'm wearing the fuck out of that shirt.
You wearing the fuck out of it. But if it's just a shirt that says something like generic, like I flew all the way to Minnesota and all I got was this dumbass shirt. Yeah, I'm cutting the grass in this shirt.
Nah, I'm like, because it says that, I might wear that shirt in public.
Nah.
Depending on the color, I would probably wear that shirt.
Yeah. So like, and that brings me up to the shit I was telling Anthony earlier. I was like, man, would you wear a shirt that it had like clearly your picture on it, right? But it said, despite the picture, this is not me. Would you wear it? He said, no, that is stupid. Why would I do that? And I'm like,
definitely wear that shirt.
I will wear the shit out of that shirt.
I would definitely wear that shirt.
Yes. Cause it's like
I would make another shirt with a picture of me wearing the shirt on the shirt.
You know what I mean? To where it, by the time you get to shirt number 10, it's a whole little thing. But look, hey, we got to go ahead and wrap this episode up, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. This is just us kicking the shits, man. We getting back in the groove.
Yes, sir.
Yep, we gonna go ahead. But look, like I said, we getting back in the groove. Y'all gonna get into some other ones in a second. But shit, Joe, anything you want to say on closing?
Man, I ain't got nothing, man. Y'all just be safe out there, man. Like,
goddamn
be
right.
Safe, be healthy.
Shit, I'm a 2-time loser right now, man. You know what they say.
We gotta get into that one of these days too.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do that. But all right, hey, I hope y'all enjoy this show. We'll holler at y'all in a minute.
For sure.